that perseverance, stick with your business, keep it going. And we just had a reminder, the millwork celebrated 47 years. Bob? 47.
Keep it going.
And this evening, our host has already celebrated 100 years in business. And there's already a couple into the next 100. So thank you for having us. And I'd like to introduce our hostess, Kathy McGehee, head of Foxcroft School.
Well, thank you, and I'm so glad everyone turned out, and also want to just share with you how incredible this community is overall, that not just on Bizbuzz occasions, but all throughout the year you support our girls, their families, and the school, and our over 100 employees who live and work in this area. And I think it's a great partnership with the town, and we continue to want to work with you because our girls need real world experiences. And we talk a lot about some of our partnerships and what we can do, but I mean that that's a really important part of what we do and what we deliver, and preparing them for their futures, not ours, as they look ahead. But we're glad to use the facilities that we have to support community events if we can. We have a busy calendar, but if you ever have need perhaps for a facility, let us know, talk to us, call us, and we'd like to be partners with you. But I, on a personal level, want to thank the whole community for welcoming me. This is year 2. It's hard to believe. It feels like it's gone very, very quickly. But I really do feel at home. And I feel like when I see people and I recognize them, it's so exciting. Like, I know who you are. Now, sometimes the name may be like, like I can tell you about you, but I like, help me with the name.
We're there with you.
But thank you. And on behalf of our mission, which is to educate girls, thank you for joining with us in that and helping our next generation be strong leaders, and for helping them find their voices and their passions and to pursue them. And so we're glad we're here with you all tonight in partnership, and thank you for turning out. And the softball game was a victory. Go Foxcroft.
Yay.
Sorry about the parking.
It's Middleburg. It's parking. Yeah, right. We're all very lucky that Middleburg just keeps getting good press and in such different media. The current issue of Virginia Living features a section on Virginia's outdoor life, and Middleburg is the featured area for Northern Virginia. They listed our spring events, where to eat, where to stay, good information on the town. It was all very nice, and it was probably a good, almost full page, so that was quite nice. Also, USA Today is doing a program online for you to vote on the best small town weekend escape. This is national, not just Virginia, and as of yesterday, Middleburg was 7th. Wow. We can only stay there or get higher or win if you all vote, and you can keep voting. Dee Dee made a great sign that's on the announcement board. Use your camera, photograph the link, and keep voting. So, maybe next month we'll have made it. How often do you vote? You can vote as often as you want. Once a day.
It's also
Quiet, please. Quiet. Come on.
it's linked to the top of the page on the Middleburg VA Facebook group, so all you have to do is click on it if you go there, and it'll take you to vote.
Perfect. 2 ways to vote. No excuse. Gotta vote.
Who's number 1? Do you remember?
Saugatuck, Michigan.
Overrated.
How can any other town surpass this view we're enjoying tonight? I mean, it's pretty special here. And also, Michelle Myers, a new member. Where's Michelle? Is she still here?
She had her babies, I think she had.
Okay, she was afraid she had to leave. Her new business, My Virtual Page, was recently featured in Forbes magazine on their online magazine. She got a whole blurb, so that's pretty exciting there. So we have some business updates around town. I'm sure you've noticed that Middleburg Country Inn has closed, but Joanne and Kevin are still in town, so that's nice. We still have them, but the inn is closed. The rug, Alley Rugs, has moved down a couple of doors on Madison. The son got married last weekend, I think. Now he's going to open the end of May, so we will have rugs back again. And just a reminder that Union Bank is closing this branch on Friday, so if you haven't cleared up your banking, Christina's right here. Better do so soon. Now we have some updates from the board. Melanie?
I'm thrilled to be able to announce our membership update. To date, 92 members, with 16 of the 92 being new members, and if they complete their paperwork, it'll be 93 with 17 new members. And that was a nice way of putting it, because if you've not renewed your membership, you will be receiving a reminder. Of course, you can always stop at the table. We have 2 more forms for people to fill out. New member to... And we have a Xerox machine made available just for you. Thank you, Kathy. New member tonight is Amanda Zeller. Where's Amanda? And because she completed her paperwork earlier, Amanda gets to tell us all about Amanda's Regal Canine this evening. So please welcome Amanda.
Hello, everybody. I'm not much for public speaking. I'm a dog groomer. But I'm opening a shop right behind the Common Grounds. It's the 105 West Marshall with the pea gravel.
Delbert Adams' old building.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Delbert Adams' old building.
That's how they'll know.
But I groom pet and show dogs. I was ranked number 7 nationally competitive groomer last year, my first full year competing competitively. Made the cover of a Groomer to Groomer magazine, which is the top in the industry. And I'm just really excited to open back up in Middleburg.
Thank you. Welcome. Philip?
Some of you may have noticed that the second issue of the Buzz was on the table as you checked in. Please make sure that you grab a copy. It has all of the relevant information about the upcoming events, including the Middleburg's Google workshop at the Middleburg Library, which is something that Christina is about to talk about. Very interesting, and wonderful feature on Melanie.
She'll be doing autographs following.
But you have to bring a Sharpie.
Please pick them up and take them to your place of business. Have them out there for your customers, please. Christina?
Well, since Philip stole my thunder, because I was really excited to announce that we actually have a workshop that I feel really represents our needs of both our professionals and our retailers. And we are partnering with a Google consultant. It's Michael. Where are you? I saw the hair a second ago. Michael? Oh, there you go. No, and Michael is a guru when it comes to Google. And as all of you know, pretty much everything can be Googled, including your business. And Michael is going to teach us how to actually manage what people see when they Google your business. So making sure that it actually shows your hours and your phone number and that they're right. That's pretty important. But for our retailers, not only can he show you how to make sure that content can be managed properly, he can also show you how to add photographs, and he has a very cool business in which you can actually get your business like videoed inside and do kind of a virtual tour. And I'm very excited. We're going to be doing a local case study on a business that is pursuing his product, and we'll be able to show off what he really can do. But at the same time, if you're just looking at how to make sure that your hours are correct, we are doing this workshop. It's going to be on April 25th and April 28th. We're doing a morning session on the 25th and an evening session on the 28th. You do not need to RSVP, but if you would like to, and we greatly appreciate it, we're going to be sending out an email shortly with the link and how to properly RSVP. I have plenty of flyers, so you can make sure you can just remember it, stick it on your refrigerator. But we're really excited because we feel like, you know, this is actually a workshop that all of our members can benefit from.
Thank you.
Could I also add to that? It's free.
Oh yes, and it is free. And it's the Middleburg Public Library, if I didn't say that.
And if you've ever tried to verify your business with Google, like I have, and they say that they're going to send you a postcard in the mail and it doesn't show up because we have post office boxes, and Google doesn't understand that apparently. Michael is your man. He can make sure that you get verified.
So if you have a P.O. box, just come to this event because it's going to be beneficial. Otherwise, it's not going to happen for you.
Thank you. Please look into it when you get your reminder, and please come. It's going to help us all. Erin, photo.
Oh, I have my talking about.
Sorry.
It's okay. Erin and I are going to do this together.
Most likely.
So last month we announced that we are doing the hashtag Middleburg moment. And so Erin has received a number of different photos throughout the month and also had some other just general people who have shared their Middleburg moments on Instagram. And so Erin, how many of those shares or likes have we gotten?
I don't know how many likes we got. I think we got about over 60 posts that were using the Middleburg moment hashtag, and I think the one that had the most had over 100 likes.
Yeah,
that's great.
Definitely a good movement. And what we're trying to do is show off what the businesses and really what Middleburg has to offer. And unfortunately, my internet's not working because we don't get great cell service. We're back here. But we were going to show you a photo of what's going on. But this month's theme, we're asking for it to be more spring themed. So April showers bring May flowers. I know it's chintzy. But we're asking you, if you have that moment that you want to share, send it. We have the how-to, and we'll review it one more time. All you have to do is snap a picture, send it via email to social media at visitmiddleburgva.com, and then just check out our social media sites because Erin will be sharing them with everyone.
If you post it on Instagram and just use the Middleburg moment hashtag, I'll see it. And I had a question after the last Bizbuzz about because I know some of our businesses are not located actually in Middleburg. And so how are we defining Middleburg for the purposes of our Instagram and Facebook? And so if you have something related to your business that is not in Middleburg, then it's fine to include that too. So we want all of our members to feel like they can contribute.
And just to share, we have a lovely, just to give you some examples, a lovely photo of someone's food at Salamander. What, gotta love it. And we also, last month was, we were doing, kind of preparing for the race season, doing some equestrian events, but I can walk around and just show you kind of what people are sharing and what's out there, and that it really is starting a movement. And I was talking to someone the other day who's manages someone's social media, and they thought that the hashtag Middleburg moment was stolen by Salamander because it was such a great picture. And it was us. So.
Singular or plural? Moment.
Moment. Just one. Just that one photo.
Thank you, and thank you all for participating, and please keep them coming. We're getting good quantity. Now we need to kind of get good quality and keep the quality out there for everyone. Oh, let's see. Ken.
I'm here. I get the cool job. I think it's really appropriate that we're here at Foxcroft this evening, because if you've looked at the latest issue of Loudoun Business Journal, you'll see their annual issue of the 100 women in Loudoun County who they feel are making a difference in their community, life, enterprises across the county. And it's really thrilling to list the number of women that truly make a difference in this county that are from our little piece of the world. Vicki Bendur, Sheila Johnson, Susan Byrne, Betsy Parker, Mayor Betsy Davis, Sandy Lerner, our own Melanie Matthews, and our fearless leader, Pumpkin Lee. Let's from the original token boy on the board of
Thank you. We have another new member that we would like to have tell us all about her and her business. Sarah's moved here from New Jersey. I knew her when she had a tax store because we did her chap orders. And then she shows up on the doorstep and said, I've moved to the Burg. So please come up and tell us what you do.
So after having a tech business and having a lot of inventory and having staff, I decided I wanted a business that had no inventory, no staff. And so I rode horses, and I had some performance anxiety related issues. I'm sure all of us have had some moment where we were nervous in time. And so I went to see a woman who's amazing named Laura King, who has Summit Hypnosis and Wellness down in Palm Beach. And she helped me install virtually, of course, not permanently, the easy button on my horse's wither, and helped me go literally from crashing to winning. So I decided this was for me. And so I studied with her and a couple of other wonderful coaches and formed Spark Performance. And I work with athletic performance and also with helping people create lifestyle changes. A lot of people feel it's difficult to make changes. They can't get on airplanes, they have insomnia, they feel stressed out. Anybody here has been a little stressed out. So we help with that. Basically, it's like therapy but fun. You get to come in and relax for an hour and be able to create much needed changes in your life. So I work with people creating professional and personal change, quitting smoking, losing weight, getting on airplanes, public speaking being one of them. I'm a little tiny bit nervous right this moment. I'm sorry? Going over tall bridges. Yeah, anything that you want to create mindset for. So
How about just driving in Northern Virginia?
driving in Northern Virginia, right, we could all use help with that. But yes, exactly. So I'm available in private practice. I work phone and Skype and in the office. I'm located now at 116 West Washington, right next to Common Ground, so you can have a coffee and then come and really de-stress at my office if you'd like. Right, and really relax. So so I'm in the process of getting my new business cards, but you're welcome to contact me on my cell phone at the moment and come in and see me and help get de-stressed. And I'm available also for seminars and lectures. I love to share wonderful tools and tips that people can help with little improvements in their life. So, thank you very much, Pumpkin.
Thank you. Nice to have you. Welcome. Speaking of business in town and stress, we all realize that construction is creating havoc, dirt, and loss of business. And it's a pretty equal opportunity whether you're on Main Street or the side streets. It's kind of hitting everyone. But please remember that we still have locals who come to town. We still have visitors to come to town. Keep your storefronts clean, put your flowers out, and with all the wind, go out beyond your front door because the gutters are pretty every day. I mean, there's something else that doesn't get picked up. So we need to, even though we look pretty bad, we still need to keep our best foot forward because it will end. We will be beautiful and we'll soon forget it, hopefully. I know AJ and his staff have been working hard to correct the signs where the sidewalk is pointing you in the same way and telling you it's closed, and they're parking bags when they're not working there, and all those little things. And we also have our local community member who happens to be our state senator, Jill Vogel, has been working closely with VDOT in Richmond right at the source to push them in a better direction. So she had hoped to be here tonight to tell you exactly what she's found out and what she's working on, but she got delayed in Richmond, so hopefully we'll have a new improved update from her next month. But we have AJ tonight who's going to give us a little calming, I guess. Maybe.
So what you guys are saying, you notice there's construction. What I want to convey is that you may not notice the things that the town, the council, the rest of the staff are doing to try and improve some situations. When they first set the system up that's in place now, there was no parking on that block. And through a lot of negotiations, maybe some pushing, some shoving, maybe even a fist or two, there has been created some parking on that block, and there's actually now 5 spaces on one side and 3 spaces on the other side around the light. And that took place by continuously going to Jovi and his boss and his, everybody associated with A&M, and then VDOT as well, to try and say we need to do something. And there's a engineered traffic plan that came from VDOT, which means somebody sat in a desk, a year and a half ago and said, "Oh, this will work." And VDOT, fortunately, through the efforts of the Ms. Vogel. Oh, there she is. Oh, great.
Please come up.
They have.
How about that?
Come on up. We're talking about you. No, but no. What VDOT has came out and said, we wrote these a long time ago, and we are willing to look at what we can do to change. And again, she came in. We timed it that way on purpose.
Talking about me?
No,
Was it bad?
No, it's great. It's great, actually. And so they are willing to work where they can. There are certain things they can't do, but there are certain things that they are doing to make things better. And if you look, there is some progress. If you want to see a snapshot of what it's going to be, if you go up to the corner right below the sporting library, it is actually starting to look like something. And they are moving very fast because they do get penalized at the end if they don't.
Oh, I thought it was because I stood there on the line.
Yes, it was. It was a lot with that.
That does not hurt.
But we do want you to know there's a lot of effort going on to try and do what we can. You know where we are. We're walking and out as much as we can be. And if you have an issue, let us know. We may not be able to resolve it, but I promise you we will bring it to somebody's attention to say, can it be changed, adapted, tweaked, or something. We did get 8 spaces now on one block where they told us originally there would be no spaces. So the town is doing what we can legally do, and some things, I get there before they do. Sometimes I just move stuff. and if they don't notice,
AJ, I didn't see anything. I was there 5 a.m. this morning.
If they don't notice, we don't tell them. But no, we're keeping it as safe as we can, but understand that it is going to be pretty when it's done. But a lot was done because of you. So we're going to let you talk for a minute.
Really?
Yes,
oh,
we are.
wow. Thank you.
Yeah. I hope you're prepared.
Welcome. Well, I'm not really.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Pumpkin was actually going to say
Talk
talk.
about walking in at the exact wrong time, or maybe right time.
Right time.
I might be saying something bad if I would admit that I drove just slightly above the legal limit.
That's right. I was here.
From Richmond.
You're good.
I came from Richmond, and I was told that if I could make it by 6:30. And so as it got closer and closer, and I was starting to perspire, and it was really close, and I was going so fast, and all I could think of was, if I get pulled over and don't make it, then it's going to be a great tragedy.
Were you on the Plains Road?
No, I was not. I was on 95. So anyway, I'm happy to be here, and I will tell you that there are lots and lots of constituent services things that arise, constituent service issues that arise in the course of my district. And as many of you know, my district is quite large, 7 different communities, 7 different counties, and so it's a little bit of Stafford, a little bit of Culpeper, all of Fauquier, and then it keeps going to Loudoun and Winchester and Frederick and Clark, and it goes on and on, and then lots of other people who just adopt me as their own. So I work on all kinds of issues, but nothing has been as painful for me personally as this road construction project, or what I refer to as destruction project in Middleburg, because I sit through it every day, and my kids are like, we're late for school, and then my husband will call me and yell and complain about it. So it's actually reached a real, it's a huge issue. But and all joking aside, it's an economic issue for our town and an economic issue for our business owners, and the pain that it is causing is real. And so having watched this unfold and wondered, how much longer can we stand it, and having done a little investigation and then talked to some of the folks here and many that you know and love who run the show, I quickly got in touch with VDOT to try to determine what we could do to kind of stop the hemorrhaging and do as much as we could to sort of mitigate what is the short-term damage, because there's really no way to avoid what is truly damaging to this community, because people are avoiding coming. They don't have any access to get to our businesses that are there. This is peak business time, peak tourist time, peak sales time. I mean, it's actually tragic. And once people change their habits, it's hard to make them change them back. And so I have had this discussion with VDOT and really expressed all of our concerns and said, this is not just a small deal. We are at crisis moment here. This is really, really big. I need you to help me, help our community. I got with Dee Dee, we got in touch with
the folks here who are willing to provide a way to communicate with them and have them communicate with you. Hopefully you have heard from VDOT, had those discussions. I know that they have said that some of them have. What I wanted them to do was work all night. I don't know how much you guys want to hear about all this down the week stuff. I really, really, really wanted them to work at night. I know that they actually started this project that way. As many of you know, they actually started with the intention of working at night. And that would have been, in my view, probably the most painless way to do this project. But that is in itself complicated, and there are all kinds of complicated things apparently that arose there that we don't need to go into. But at the end of the day,
Well, one of which that it's double the cost.
right. And there is this other issue, and I even said, I'm willing to consider the offset. There is an economic downside here to having this issue with our tax base. I mean, you have to kind of weigh the balance here of the Commonwealth expending a marginal extra amount of money to save business. I mean, that's really what we're talking about. So, I mean, this is serious stuff, and I think they understand that. But at the end of the day, they also don't want to drag it out. And that's been the other big issue. So I know they've talked to the folks in the community. Bottom line is, it's real, and it's a really big deal, and it's as destructive and disruptive as if we were to actually shut the town down, because some days it's actually shut down. And so I am truly sympathetic and will continue to work with you. And if you have complaints and you want to call and scream and yell, please, I welcome that. I always tell you, if you want to call and complain and you're really mad, call Trisha in my office. She is awesome. She used to be the chairwoman of the school board, and she was married to the chairman of the board of supervisors in Frederick County, of all places. So when I tell people they want to call and complain, call Trisha, and if you're happy, call me, because I would love to talk to you. That's actually not true. We will do whatever we can. And obviously there are mitigating things in isolated places that we can work on. And I know we have fearless people here who will just move things out of the way. So anyway, I'm happy to take questions or just let you guys continue. I'm happy I made it, and I'm happy I didn't get pulled over getting here. And I'd love to help any way I can. So thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Following that, keep in mind we have a lot of events between now and the 4th of July, so keep your sense of humor. It's hard, I'm on the Backstreet Freeway now with Hill School and everyone taking that extra little quarter turn trying to get somewhere, so, us in the tack box, that's right, yeah. Same thing.
Detour for sale.
Detour, yeah. We have to keep our locals happy as well as our visitors, and as AJ said, just remember how nice we're going to look by late fall. Painful as it is, but, we do have a future out there. We have to keep pushing ourselves.
That's what VDOT kept saying. Imagine how beautiful it's going to be. And I said, it's really hard to actually imagine.
Except it looked really good at the end of the week when they dug up the crepe myrtle in front of the post office, and it was just kind of sitting there like 12 foot. That looked really swell. I know. It is now residing in Marvin's
Did they move it?
utility yard, hopefully.
Today yet? They just set it up. It's upright. Still has my note on it. Right.
That's where it will be moved, and then we're going to figure where to plant it elsewhere in town. Obviously, VDOT was not concerned. But anyway, on we go. Please check the announcement board when you do leave. Don't rush off now. There are things coming. Pick up your Bizbuzz. I walked around town on Sunday and left the notices for Foxcroft Reunion Weekend. If you were not there, they are on the front table.
We're expecting about 130 visitors.
And they like to shop.
Weekend, and they do like to shop, so yeah.
So,
breakfast.
So continuing the education theme next month we're at Middleburg Academy. They are co-hosting with Backstreet Cafe Catering, so we will be there. And what a wonderful evening at Foxcroft.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. And what a pleasure we've had to be in Miss Charlotte's house here.